Hi gourmands, welcome to my live cooking. I hope you're enjoying your day. So today I'm making eggplant lasagna. And for this I'm prepping my eggplants. So you have two choices what you can make, how to prep them. So first of all, I thinly slice them. Then I'm going to season just a little bit with salt, so they start reducing some liquid from them. And right after, I'm going to bake them for 10-15 minutes in my oven. You can also make them the same way, but on a pan. So which is like a little easier, I think. But then you need to make like more batches. So here I will use just two trays to slightly bake them, so they are not like overly cooked, but they will be cooked enough. So for that I'm using some salt, okay, and I'm transferring my tray to the oven. Okay, and I'm going to use one more tray. To finish my prepping. I think I use similar recipe, but like last year, and I cooked eggplants on the stove, and it was perfectly fine too. But if you happen to have oven, you can make them in the oven. If don't, just fry them slightly on the pan for 2-3 minutes. Okay, seasoning with a little bit of salt. And that's done. So next I'm going to slice my onion. So for vegetables, I'm going to use some red bell pepper. I have half of it. Then I'm using 1 onion and 4 garlic cloves. I will roughly chop my vegetables, and I'll be cooking them with meat on a pan. So this recipe is really easy. You can make it at home whenever you crave something delicious. And if you don't have any pasta, or you don't want to make like a proper lasagna but still want to have some protein, this version of lasagna is really good and it's delicious. You can also make them with zucchini or any other vegetables like bell peppers, but then you need to slice them. Okay. Okay, that's done. I also have some leeks, and I was thinking about that. Maybe I want to add a little bit of flavor to my meat sauce, but then I thought that maybe I would just have enough of sweet onions and garlic. Okay, that's up to you. Hello everyone, welcome to my live cooking. I hope you're enjoying your Friday. It's very hot here, that's why it's hard to think. But it's easy to cook. Definitely. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, that's it. So now I'm going to start cooking my vegetables with meat. Okay. Hey, if you have any questions, please write them down below, and don't forget to turn your chat on so we can chat together, because I can still read your messages if you type any, or if you have any questions, okay? If you don't, just stay tuned and enjoy my cooking. So for cooking vegetables, I'm going to use some olive oil. But first of all, I have my ground beef here. Approximately, I have half of a pound, which is 250 gram. Okay. I always like when YouTube gives me these clues what to ask. Favorite kind of candy. If you have any candies that you like, you can write that down. Okay, I'm seasoning my meat with salt. I'm going to add some other spices. For this, I'm going to add some oregano, a little bit of spicy paprika, regular paprika, okay, and then just like that, so you can see, and then a little bit of thyme, and let me check if I have, and I will be adding just a little bit of cumin, okay. Okay, I just showed you all my spices that I'm adding to my meat. So it's going to be very flavorful, I know that. And just a little bit of honey. And now it's time to add some olive oil. Okay? I'm roughly browning. Oh, thanks so much for the second like. So nice of you. Okay, no one is answering my question. So let's get rid of it. So what I'm doing now, I'm lightly browning my meat, and I'm going to add my vegetables and start the whole process of cooking. Okay, that's done. So I need to mention that I always like to brown meat first and then add some vegetables. So when they are combined, they will start producing the juices, and meat will get some juices from peppers, onions, whatever you have on your hands. And then just finish with that. I'm going to cook for another 5 minutes, and after that, I will start assembling my lasagna. And for the next ingredient, I need to actually to grate some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, which I have here. And then I will be assembling my cottage cheese together, so they will have very nice and creamy texture. Okay. I'm seasoning more with salt. Now it's time to season my vegetables because I pre-seasoned my meat, and now I'm adding more just to have all the flavors together. And here is a very important part. So if, for example, you forgot to season your vegetables or meat, you always have some salt in cheese, and same with the cottage cheese. So that's nice because you don't need to worry about that. Plus, when you're prepping your eggplant, you also season just a little bit with salt. So all components going to be seasoned. Okay, I will be using this Dutch oven dish. I think it will be enough to cover all my vegetables and meat sauce. So let me continue with cheese. I need to grate like three 3 ounces of cheese, approximately 75 grams of Parmigiano Reggiano. You can also use different types of cheese if you have. If you don't have any this type of hard cheese, you can use Parmesan cheese or Grana Padano or even Manchego. Okay? So just so you know, you can substitute with different cheeses. Welcome everyone to my live cooking. My name is Helena and I am running daily live cooking streams. Unless I'm traveling somewhere, you can go and check my community tab. I'm sharing some interesting things about different parts of Portugal and Europe. So you can go ahead and check that. Okay, that's enough. So I'll probably have a little more for another dish. And what I like to do, I like to buy like 200 grams, which is 8 ounces, and then continue with my cheese for around 4 or 5 different dishes. So the beautiful thing about this specific dish is that when you think about lasagna, you always think, okay, you need to do like a bechamel sauce or any other type of sauce, yes? But this one is really nice one because you add the cottage cheese, and cottage cheese has some liquid, so you don't need to worry about the liquid component in your dish. But I also have a classic version of lasagna on my YouTube channel in past live streams. So if you want to make that, you can just go ahead and check it out. I think I have like 2 or 3 different recipes. And I even made one lasagna with the shrimp and spinach, which was like really, really good. Okay. I think I will use one more cottage cheese. So in my I have 8 ounces, which is 200 grams, and I will use one more. If you need to add some extra creamy component, you can add some butter. Butter will be great too. Or even full cream or reduced fat cream, you can also add that too. Okay. So my vegetables are done. And as you can see, I'm not adding any tomatoes. I will be skipping tomatoes today, but if you want, you can add some tomato paste. 2 tablespoons will be enough, or crushed tomatoes around 4-6 tablespoons, okay? So my cottage cheese with Parmigiano Reggiano is ready. So I will start assembling it. So I really like to add a little bit of olive oil and just grease my pan so it's not going to stuck when it bakes. I didn't add any olive oil on top of my eggplant. That's why I'm greasing my pan. Okay. Thanks so much for tuning in today. It's very hot. Now it's even hotter. But I really wanted to make that because I got very beautiful eggplants, and I thought that why not to make something really nice and easy and not very heavy, you know. I love to make bechamel sauce, and I have it on my website, so if you want you can go and check it out, and you can make traditional version like of moussaka, Greek type of lasagna, or Italian one on YouTube channel. Okay, that's done. So now I will start assembling. Okay. Okay, look at that. I don't have any liquids on my eggplant, which is nice. I like it, and it's cooked. I didn't add any olive oil, that's why you don't see any crust, but it's soft and nice. So it will cook in the oven. It will be cooked very quickly because all the components are already pre-cooked, which is nice. Okay. It will be really creamy and delicious. Okay, I'm transferring my vegetables. Okay. So for people who didn't see from the beginning, I used 2 eggplants, around 700 grams, which will be 1.5 pounds for you. So if you want to make it at home, then this recipe will serve like 4 to 6 hungry people. Okay, look at that. So I covered everything, and you can do different things and dip it differently. So you can add some meat on top and then cheese, or you can do both, so cheese and then meat. Up to your preference. I like to add cheese because cheese will start melting on top of eggplant, and it will be so creamy and really delicious. So that's why. Okay. Look at that. The window is open. Hey, don't forget to like this video so you can check back later. Plus, your likes really help to push my content to other viewers. For you, it's really easy just to like it. Okay. As you can see, these small drips are just some pieces of salt. If you ask me why I'm covering that like this, because I really want to get the eggplant layer, and when it starts baking, it will just reduce, reduce, and reduce. Okay, it's just endings. Okay. So I'm making eggplant beef lasagna with cottage cheese. Yum, it smells so good. I forgot to mention that you can use, if you like pork, you can use pork mince, and then you can use some turkey or even chicken. But I would combine chicken with something else, so it's not very dry. Okay. So this is the final look. Okay. And I'm covering with foil. And now I'm going to bake it for 20 minutes covered, and then I'll uncover and bake for 5 to 10 more minutes just to broil it and get the nice brown top. So if you want to see the result, please subscribe to my channel and then just go to the community tab, and I will share with you the photo in a bit. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Bye.